Well, hello everyone, and welcome. This is Todd Wool, one of the partners at Premier Estates International. I'm joined here with Mark Mishi, one of our auction directors, and today's segment is speaking about our WorldBid auction platform and how it benefits brokers and agents. Um, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, just a quick introduction. Premier Estates is approximately 24 years old, is an affiliate of a 117-year-old organization, Braun International. And we serve clients and real estate that is owned by them from Honolulu to Maine, all of Mexico, the Caribbean markets, the coast of Canada, and England. Whether it's a $100 million trophy single family residence or a number of condominiums or single-family homes that are five to $800,000, just as an example. We serve the entire market. So this segment is about our world bid benefits for brokers and agents and broker owners. So Mark, why don't you run through for our viewers, from your perspective, what are the top five benefits of working with Premier States using our world bid auction platform?
Yeah, sure. Great. Some of the top five benefits that the agents we work with will benefit from. They get to remain the listing agent, number one. Number two, they have a 70% chance of double ending the transaction. Number three, it helps them grow multiple business channels, different business channels to diversify their income stream. Number four, there's no cost or fee associated to them or the agent. And number five, it helps differentiate them in the marketplace from other agents and gives them an extra creative, difference to add value to their customers, their clients.
Oh, okay, well said. So let's go back to number two. The listing agent remains the listing agent, and I heard you say their commission that they've negotiated with the seller remains theirs. We do not infringe upon that in any way, right, Mark?
Correct. Yeah, their listing agreement remains in place, whatever they've already previously established with the seller. And we're only compensated through a buyer's premium, so there's no fee to the seller or to the agent. And as part of their listing agreement, we usually, if someone comes to us unrepresented, we don't represent the buyer, so we forward them to the listing agent. So the listing agent has a chance to represent both sides of the transaction, buyer and seller and double in the opportunity.
And as Mark said, everyone, we do not charge any kind of marketing fee, any kind of transaction fee, any kind of administrative fee to your clients, the sellers, nor to you or the brokerage office in any way. There's no hidden fees. Many auction companies charge, substantial marketing fees, upfront advertising fees. We do not. If we sell the property, when we sell the property, we're paid like you are. Other than that, if we do not, we're not paid. So, Mark, let's talk about just kind of the procedural side of our WorldBid platform for agents and brokers. What should they know?
Yeah, so how we operate, as we said, we partner with the agents. So we're working together to get the best result for the clients. And that means we kind of build upon the great foundation they've already built in their local marketplace. And we layer on top of that in that region as well as across the country and globally, because you never know where the buyer is going to be and you want to get as much exposure as possible. And as part of that process, we usually have multiple bidding platforms. So we'll identify which platform works best for that property, because every property is going to have a different set of buyer pools and different demographics of where the buyers are going to come from. So we want to make sure that we maximize the exposure and the end result for the client, working with the agent and the seller.
So it's important for our viewers. Most auction companies have one bidding platform. As Mark said, we tailor it to the property and the buyer pool. For some of you, you might be well familiar with eBay and how eBay, their online bidding platform. We have what we call our proprietary eBay bidding platform. We use sealed bid, tiered sealed bid, live at the property via Zoom, telephonic. Um, there's different bidding platforms, and what what we're going to provide you and your client with is the best approach to maximizing the sale price, as Mark said. So, when we auction and market a $50 million uh, luxury estate, is going to be very different than the way we market and auction, a $1 million condo or $1 million home. It's very different because the value in the property is going to be quite subjective at the ultra high end and very much less subjective at the lower end. So, one other thing that I think we should mention is we're the only auction company in the country that has a fully accredited licensed real estate appraisal group. And with that, we provide both you, the listing agent, and your client with an educated, data-driven approach to what we believe the sale price range will be. Again, at no cost to them, but that is a definite value add for your clients. And we have found that property owners, sellers really like to get a professional opinion away from an agent, away from a broker, um, they believe is unbiased and will look at the data points. And we believe it does provide an additional value. Mark, regarding the process, just speak quickly to the timeline and of the bidding process and how that
Yeah, so
works.
the bidding process is typically a 60-day time frame where we do the marketing. And it's a bifurcated process. So on day one, once we started marketing, we allow the buyer pool to choose how they want to purchase the property. So on day one through day 50, they can place a pre-auction bid on a standard Association Realtors form with any contingencies they want. However, they'd have to remove all those contingencies 10 days prior to the auction, and 10% of their money would go non-refundable at that point in order for us to cancel the auction. But during that time period, we're still doing all the marketing that we're going to be doing
Mhm.
in conjunction with the listing agent. So we don't lose any time should they not remove their contingencies, so that we're still ready for auction day on day 60. And then on day 60, if they didn't remove their contingencies or there's no pre-auction offers, we then go to auction day, which is on day 60 when we receive all the bids at that time.
Okay, well, very well said. Thank you. So, in summary, what's important to understand is the buyers and their agents have the opportunity to essentially buy it now on their terms or buy it at auction on our terms. Now, buyers who bid at auction understand that they also have the opportunity to get a loan. It's just non-contingent. Another point that I think is very important for all of our viewers is that, you know, people have different assumptions about real estate auctions, how they're used, why they're used. Um, when you think about selling a Monet painting, a very rare Ferrari, a famous diamond ring, the way to sell it would be at auction, right? Just like the Mona Lisa. What's the Mona Lisa worth, Mark?
Yeah, no one knows.
Nobody knows until you take it to auction, and then the market will determine what the value is. Well, when you think about an ultra high-end home, whether it's 5 million or 10 or 20 or 50 or 80 million dollars, whatever it is, in our experience selling those types of properties, the value is very much determined by the buyer. It's not determined by the seller. It is determined by the buyer. And our World at Auction platform will find market value. And it'll do so in 60 days or less, as Mark said. But that market value could be, quite different than what that what that last listing price is. I will also say to our viewers, probably 90 to 93 or 4% of the properties we auction are non-distressed, meaning they're not for lenders, they're not in any kind of financial stress situation. Our clients are generally um, business focused, very smart, very strategic sellers that understand our WorldBid auction platform and our global bespoke marketing is purely just another approach of marketing the property for sale, and that they know that they can control the sale terms and have the property sold in 60 days or less. And I think that's a key component for one of the reasons of the many why a seller elects to use an auction. Um, I think one of the other facets of what we offer is, as Mark alluded to, we help our agents, their brokers, broker owners through our Listing Agent Alliance program and our Auction University. We give agents who really want to bring the world of our auction platforms, WorldBid, into their day-to-day business practice to grow their commissions. We will bring our auction university to them. We will educate them, role play, script, provide materials, and all again at no cost to the agent, to the broker. It's just time and effort. And so we have different tiers of services for agents, depending on how much they want to integrate with our organizations. And I will say that we have at Braun International, our 100-plus-year-old company, which focuses on commercial real estate. We can offer the same opportunity to auction commercial real estate, ranging from land to large shopping centers, apartment complexes, industrial buildings. We do it all. So there are so many opportunities for an agent to work with us and grow their business. It's really just a question of what they want to do. They may want to work with us once a year, or they want to work with us once a week. Either way, right, Mark? We're here to help promote their business, help grow their business, and in the end, create more commissions. Anything you want
Absolutely.
to add in closing, Mark, to this segment?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think what you said is perfect. I mean, obviously, it just helps agents differentiate themselves in the marketplace. It helps them with listings or situations that might benefit from an expedited process, and then also it gives them, an extra potential income stream by, identifying and becoming the local expert in the marketplace. So it adds to their an expertise level in their marketplace and sets them apart at the end of the day.
So reach out to us. You can reach out to info at premierestates.com, premier with an E, estates with an E, so it's a double E, info at premierestates.com, or go to our website, premierestates.com or bronco.com if you want to see and learn about our commercial platforms. And we look forward to seeing you in our next segment shortly. And thank you all. And we'll see you all soon. Thank you again, Mark. See you
Thank you.
soon. Bye bye.
Bye.